Well, hello, Scorpio. Abracadabra. The sun is moving through your 11th house of wish fulfillment, and abracadabra means I will create as I speak. Your words have a lot of power this month as both Jupiter and Saturn finally go direct in your 3rd house of communication, both of which are getting some beautiful love from the Sun and Mercury, planet of communication, in Virgo. If you've been struggling with finding the words you need, they most likely come in the first week of September before Mercury moves into your rather secretive 12th house of Libra on the 5th. After that, once again, you become a little more secretive, but never mind. Once Mercury moves into your sign on the 27th, you well and truly have the words you need, and others will be dying to hear your thoughts. Speaking of others, the 5th of September brings a beautiful full moon in Pisces, your sector of pleasure, romance, and creativity, which is sextiling Uranus in your partnership zone. This shines a light on your creative life and your romantic life, illuminating the next move. Attractions and feelings all come to the fore, and someone may be truly enamored with you. Express your feelings, allow someone to express theirs, and this could lead to a deepening of a connection or a surprise pregnancy or engagement. Anything goes with Uranus in the picture. Your traditional ruler Mars is going retrograde on the 6th of September and your 6th house of well-being. It's probably time to revisit a health and fitness regime or goal that you've abandoned. Pick up an old sport or simply commit to meditation. Mars likes to show us where our inner challenges are. What battle are you constantly fighting on the inside? Chances are it may be linked to health and body, or your stress levels are affecting your health. Remember, you do have more power than you think, and Mars is on your side. What do you need to get to the root of between now and your season next month? Whatever makes you angry will be your clue. Really indulge in self-love for this period and remember the power of your words, especially your inner dialogue. Are you kind to you? Are you kind to your body? Make sure to nourish yourself and check in with your energy levels. Venus moves into Leo on the 6th of September, making you a magnet for fame and career opportunities. Put your best face forward because Venus trining Mars on the 28th could bring some golden work opportunities. And you could be headhunted. Be ready and be confident to upcoming opportunities. As I said before, Scorpio, your words have strong manifesting power. Journal, script, and speak it into existence. I hope you have a wonderful month. I love you guys very much, and the tarot will follow on shortly from this astrology reading. Remember that Virgo season is a time for manifestation, and with Jupiter and Saturn moving forward in your sector of communication and mental health, you're going to be feeling a lot brighter in the coming months. Let's have a look at your cards. Love you, Scorpio. Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to your September 2020 tarot reading, following on from the astrology for the month ahead. I hope you're enjoying the new format. I'm trying to make sure that the microphone issues are not a problem and that everything flows, and that if you like the astrology bit only, you can watch that, and if you like the tarot only, you can watch that. So I've drawn your oracle cards off screen, but we're going to get into your tarot. See what's going on for Scorpio for September 2020. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. And the Star. Right. Okay. So the cards are following the astrology pretty well. So the Virgo season that we are now in with the Knight of Pentacles and the Star is saying that it is your season of wish fulfillment. But Scorpio, there is some wish that you had to be very patient for. You had to wait quite a while for. You had to do a lot of work. And for some of you, the manifestation of whatever it is that is very dear to your heart but has felt as though it just never happened before, it never quite got off the ground, it is starting to manifest and it's coming to its full fruition in Virgo season. And one of the reasons for this, I'm going to go slightly into the astrology, so bear with me, is that Jupiter and Saturn are now direct in your 3rd house of communication. So bear in mind that Jupiter is the planet of manifestation. It's a planet of wish fulfillment. And here we go with the Star and the Knight of Pentacles. When Jupiter is in an earth sign, those manifestations can be slower, especially in Capricorn, because Jupiter is debilitated there. So I think for a lot of you, something has been very slow to fully manifest. And this, Scorpio, is quite a good thing, because oftentimes when we are slow to receive something, we get to learn along with it. We get to get deeper into the framework of it, the meaning behind it, why we want it, how it's going to work, because if everything just landed in your lap, a lot of the time, Scorpio, you would just throw it away. And you wouldn't, when you have everything on your lap, what is there to learn? It's something that means a lot to you. You need to know how it works. You wouldn't just invest heavily in a gadget. You wouldn't save up for a long time and spend all your money on a house without being sure of what you're getting, really. You know what I mean? So there's something coming to fruition, Scorpio, that you have been very, very, very patient for. And I think because you've been so patient, you really have had time to mature. And this is, with the Fool card, a brand new start. This is very fresh. It's interesting that you've worked so hard for this or been so patient for this, and now it feels very carefree, very exciting. With the Fool and the Star side by side, there is a brand new beginning. So the full moon in Pisces, which is very creative, very loving for you, with the Fool card and the Two of Cups, there is a brand new start. For a lot of you, it is a brand new relationship. For a lot of you, it is a manifestation of a relationship. 8 of Wands, wow. And this all seems to take off quite quickly. So the energy is shifting very much in September, you'll be glad to know. So love is taking off quite quickly with the Two of Cups and the 8 of Wands. Communication is getting better. So we did speak about Mercury. You can watch the astrology if you want. Particularly towards the end of the month when Mercury is in your sign, which allows your communication to improve. You'll be able to speak your truth better, especially with the bigger planets in that sector going direct. Okay, so let's recap the cards so far. Something that has been very slow moving takes off, and you feel as though you are in a higher frequency, you're in a higher vibration, you're excited, you're optimistic, and you're just ready. You're just ready to go. You're just ready for these energies to move quicker. You're just ready for things to be in alignment. Things are starting to align for you. You're starting to feel very excited about the future. With the Fool card as well, there is some newness in your life that is very refreshing. Something that is very... it feels completely like new territory. So it doesn't have to necessarily be something that just appears out of nowhere in September. I mean, it could be, but it feels very unknown in a sense, is what I'm seeing with the Fool card. It feels very, oh my God, the Lovers. This is so funny because this is all matching your oracle cards as well. So we'll get into those in a second. Wow. I mean, right. Okay, so, right. Okay, so Scorpio, let's talk for a second. I'm just going to leave you with these cards because we've got a lot of intense energy, I think. Maybe I'll draw 3 more, I'm not quite sure, but we're going to recap these anyway. So, a lot of you could be dealing with, if we're looking for signs, Sun, Moon, and Rising, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries, Gemini. Those are the signs that are coming up so far, but don't get too engrossed in the signs. I just know that people like to hear them sometimes. So, Knight of Pentacles and the Star. You've waited a long time for the stars to align on something, okay? So this could be love, but this could also, with the Knight of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, be surrounding work or be surrounding the home. So for some of you, Four of Wands, you could have been manifesting your dream house or improvement in your living situation, or things working out in terms of the house that you're in now, or redecorating or something like that, okay? So bear that in mind. Take the energies as they apply. Knight of Pentacles, it could be a work situation. It could have been feeling like you have been slugging away at things for so long and trying to get them off the ground, and it's just not fit. It's just not worked. It's just not moved for you in some way or another. And I think you've lost a bit of patience. It's just been relentless in the obstacles, whatnot, or whatever. there was a reason for that, okay? So I feel like the full moon in Aquarius in August has reset you in some way, shape, or form, okay? So it did happen in the 4th house for you, and it was designed to make you uncomfortable. And I know that you don't always like that, but you do you do your best, Scorpio, when you're uncomfortable. I know you think you don't, but you do. But that's not to say that you shouldn't learn to be comfortable to the point of complacency. With the Knight of Pentacles and the Star, finally you start to see the manifestation. Finally you start to see the fruition. Finally you start to feel what can only be described as a sparkle. So with the Star card and the Lovers and the Two of Cups being present, oftentimes this can be meeting someone who is or being involved with someone who in your mind has this twinkle in their eye, this spring in their step. You find them very attractive, very beautiful, very almost like you dreamed them up and then they appeared kind of energy. So if you're single, bear in mind the full moon in Pisces, as I said in the astrology, is a beautiful time to manifest love, but also deepening relationships. And I think for a lot of you, where there's been slow moving energies or communication in love, that's all really taking off. So one of the things as well with the Knight of Pentacles and the Star is that I feel, Scorpio, a lot of you have dealt with narcissistic people in the past, people that were wishy-washy, and I feel like you're in a new phase at the moment, so trust that new phase. With the Two of Cups, the Eight of Wands, and the Lovers, whether it is romantic love, friendship, family, or even career love, because Scorpios are very much in love with your career, things are starting to take off, so that's wonderful. And you're also going to have options in career if that's what it is that you're looking for. I feel like there's a possibility here, Scorpio, that more than one wish is manifesting at the same time, which is good news, right? Because this is Virgo season, this makes a lot of sense. And I feel like a lot of things are starting to fall into place. So, one of the ways this seems to do it is that we're moving into, I might draw a few more cards actually for Libra season because we are moving into your subconscious, but I just want you to know that in Virgo season, there seems to be some really beautiful energies taking off. And all I can see here is that romantically or in a relationship, love seems to be taking off. Okay, it seems to be moving very much in a state of flow, in a state of higher vibration, in a state of bliss, happiness, really interesting connections going on here. And actually, before we maybe draw a few more cards, I want to go into your your oracle cards, because one of the cards that came up was connection. I don't know if you can see that. Beautiful connection. And your your oracle cards as well were caring connections. So the connection energy has come up quite a bit. Okay, so Virgo season is a lot for connections. With the 14 here, I think that this is the first 2 weeks of September. Connections really seem to come to the fore because we also had the Angel of Love, Door to Romance, and the Garden and the Gate. So I feel like you, Scorpio, have entered a new gateway in terms of your connections, but I'm reading this more about career, so I'll keep that there. But the Angel of Love and the Door to Romance, with the heart there with a little lock on it, a little keyhole. I don't know if you can see that. I think for a lot of you, you have felt very locked up. And I feel like a lot of you are now in a romance or finding a romance in September, maybe even October, that feels very natural. So what I mean by that is that two of your other cards here, we had Mother Earth and Bodies of Water. So, you could be dealing with a water or an earth sign. Wouldn't necessarily take it that way for gospel, but with the Garden as well, I feel like a lot of you are maybe dealing with somebody who is outdoorsy, or somebody who is very natural, somebody who likes to work with their hands, or somebody that likes to be outdoors, be in nature, someone who's or the connection simply feels quite natural, Scorpio. So I don't want to give false hope necessarily. I can't help what comes up in the cards. You saw these fall out right in front of you, but they do match the oracle. Very strong connections. So some of you are obviously not open to love, and I can see that with the heart and the little keyhole. It is on the periphery if you'd like it, but obviously some people don't want it. So I would read this connection as more authentic friendships, because Virgo is friendship season. So you could be manifesting really beautiful connections in friendship. You could be healing relationships with your family. The garden imagery is coming up twice. Okay, so I think also we have unconditional love. I forgot that. We have unconditional love as well. So being patient with people, healing with people. I feel like a lot of you are dealing with your twin flame, soulmate, whatever you want to call it, and I feel like those connections are deepening. With the garden energy, the garden imagery, the garden and the gate, I feel like a lot of you with the Four of Wands could be moving to get somewhere, to live somewhere with a garden, or you could be getting a lot of plants for your home or more flowers for your home. I feel like you're very into decorating, and I think a lot of you will feel very balanced in September being out in nature. And as you could have seen from the astrology video, I had been out in nature quite a bit myself, and I was really enjoying it. And I think many of you are going to find a lot of healing. You could actually, if you're looking to meet somebody, you could meet them outdoors, by the water, through a charitable cause. So that's one thing that I'm getting. The garden card, do make sure that you're tending to all aspects of your life as well, Scorpio. So 2 of your animal spirit cards were the cobra and the snake. Now, that is very powerful. Okay, so that is exceptionally powerful. And one of the things that I was reading online, and funnily enough, my mum, who is a Scorpio, mentioned this to me yesterday, and I couldn't believe it when it came up again. In the story of Adam and Eve, the snake is trying to get Eve to figure out her hidden power, her hidden knowledge. Okay, so it blew my mind when that came up again. So Venus is in Cancer for the first few days of September. And through Cancer season, Scorpio, you've done a lot of introspection. You've learned a lot of things about your higher self, about your longings, your desires, and you're really tapping into your manifestation power. And that is why everything's taking off so quickly, Scorpio. So don't lose that. You will find that if you were to go to the beach and put your feet in the sand and look out at the water and visualize what it is that you want to manifest, it will happen really quickly. Okay, so especially if it's romantic, but things are really taking off for you in a manifestation type way. I actually think, Scorpio, and I know that there's tension between your rulers Mars and Pluto, but that's good for you. I actually think you, more than anybody else, are experiencing a new cycle. Your heart is opening up a lot, especially with this unconditional love card. Love yourself and others and every situation, no matter what the outward appearances may be. You're getting very much into a notion of gratitude. So for your subconscious, I'm gonna just pull a couple more cards for Libra season. Okay. The Hierophant and Judgment are the first two. So I'm just gonna take the first two. The Hierophant and Judgment. That'll do. So, Libra season with your subconscious, you are possibly experiencing some contact from a Taurus from the past or another Scorpio from the past, or you're just having to deal with some inner ghosts. So your dreams could be kind of confusing going into Libra season. But I think that you're making a very solid commitment to spiritual practice or a new path in life. I feel that you are really breaking free of some tricky beliefs. And what I mean by that is with the Hierophant is actually the astrologer Michele Knight. I've put her channel down below in my description as people I would recommend that I'm really loving. She had mentioned the Hierophant being about breaking free from traditions like, the patriarchy, because it doesn't serve anybody. Okay, so it's things like that, things that you are questioning more, and you're really opening up your third eye and seeing that you're not as trapped as you think you are. You're not a hopeless cause. You are, with the Judgment card being Pluto and the Hierophant being Uranus, and Pluto and Uranus are both in earth signs at the moment, changing the way that you communicate and relate to people. You're having some really big awakenings, and your boundaries are strong, but your walls are coming down. Do you see what I mean? And this is only going to serve you. So this is a beautiful reading, Scorpio. I actually think, to be honest, especially when I saw the cobra, I just thought, ooh, power. The cobra and snake, it's about awakening your inner power and dancing to your own tune and knowing your power. And I think for a lot of you, that is such a vortex, to be honest, that you're just drawing in everything that you want. So I hope you have a beautiful September. I love you guys very much, and I will see you in the extended if you want to join me there. It's linked below. It goes into dealing with the different star signs that you could deal with during the month and a bit deeper into the energy. So if you want to join me there, it's linked below. And if not, Scorpio, I will see you next time. Bye.